Back on the show this Thursday morning, Katie Sullivan with us. She's a disaster program specialist with the Red Cross. Tom Force with us from the Alexandria Fire Department. Going to talk about home fire preparedness. So welcome. Good to have y'all.
Good morning. Thank you.
And Katie, I guess we'll start with you and the Red Cross. An ambitious goal during the month of October, installing all these smoke alarms.
Yeah, so we are trying to get out into communities this month. We want to get into families and homes. We work with churches, we work with individuals, we go walk the streets, we work with fire departments. We want every home to have a working smoke alarm so that they, in the event of a fire, they're out safely.
And you're working, going from community to community, correct, pretty much?
All across central Louisiana, and all across the state, and all across the country. So we work with, a lot of times we'll work with church groups so that entire groups of parishioners can let them know maybe someone in the community who might not be able to get out, we can get into their home and get it installed for them.
And it's so important, mostly with cooler weather on the way. We're going to start seeing more and more home fires.
Yes, it's definitely our busy season.
Tom, how important it is to have a smoke alarm?
It's very important. The difference between having a working smoke detector and not can mean the difference between life and death, literally.
Yeah.
A smoke detector is going to notify the occupants of the house in a quick enough time to where they'll get out before the fire gets bad.
And it's installing these, Tom, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Follow the manufacturer's recommendations as far as where to install them and how to install them. The biggest issue we have with smoke detectors is people will unplug them and turn them off because they
forget about that.
And not put it back in place.
Interesting. Katie, how's this campaign going so far?
It's going well. We've got a group, we're getting together to work out in Faraday in the next couple weeks. But if folks haven't gotten a chance to connect with us, we want them to give us a call. We will connect with their local fire department. You just have to call your local Red Cross office. And we're giving these out for free. We don't want to charge, we want people to be safe.
Okay, giving them away free. All right.
Absolutely.
And you're partnering with fire departments also across Louisiana. That's why Tom is here. And Tom, you've seen it firsthand.
Oh, yes.
What can happen?
Yes, I have. I've been from the best to the worst. I've seen it all.
And as we get into cooler weather, also, you've got to be really, really more careful.
Right. This is the time of year where people start thinking, hopefully, about checking out their central heating units and things like that, making sure they're clean and safe to use. A lot of times when they first turn that central heat on the first time, it smells a little smoky. We get calls, and it's a false alarm, but it's just the dust inside the unit. But keep them clean on a regular basis. Get it checked out now before you need it.
What is the Alexandria Fire Department ready to do for people in central Louisiana?
Well, like I said, we've been installing smoke detectors for several years based on need and availability. But and we go out to the community every year, especially this time of year, to talk to the schools, talk to the kids, teach them about fire safety, how to get out of their house in case of a fire. A lot of times these kids wouldn't get this if it wasn't for us going to the schools. Yeah,
that's something to follow up on, getting out of the home quickly when there is a fire.
That's right.
What was one thing we would need to know as far as that's
concerned? The biggest thing is having at least 2 different ways to get out, because if we only have one way to get out and that way gets blocked, we get scared, confused, we don't know what to do. So we need to practice, need to have fire drills at home with your family. Yeah. Make a game out of it. Make it fun.
All right. Katie, where can we go to get more information on this campaign?
So if you want to get more information, you can always go to the redcross.org website. But we also have a phone number where we're taking all of our calls for folks who want smoke detectors. That number is 225-456-5588. And any folks who need to get one, they should give us a call at that number, and we'll get it installed for them.
And make sure you have a working smoke alarm in your home. Can't emphasize that enough, right?
Can't emphasize it enough.
All right, Tom, Katie, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Good to have you all this morning. More to come on our show. Stay with us on this Thursday.